Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast. I got something interesting to share with you because you know I am a big, huge fan of law of attraction, divine benevolence, and saying the prayers and doing, the affirmations. And it takes a while. It does take a little bit of a process to get all the feel goods. And the universe is so good at making sure we are all aligned with that energy that every so often you come up against a bump in the road. As I've been saying on these videos, you just never know where there's a curveball, and we just never know what's going to happen next. And we have this reaction response issue that goes on, particularly for many hardworking folks out there that are doing their best, struggling along, and our news outlets and all the media saying the economy is going to the dogs and the bills are all going up and people go. That's the news cycle. You can buy into that, you can align with it, you can vibrate with it, and that's exactly what you'll end up with. Or you can take a chance and you can move forward and you can continue the affirmations that I am worthy of the best divine benevolent outcome. I got that from our friend Vicky, a friend of the channel. You can work with every single day of my life is blessed with abundance. You can work with everything works out perfectly for me in perfect divine order. You can work with all of that, and you keep doing it till your brain waves and your vibration lifts up. I got goosebumps. Let me tell you something. Earlier this week, probably Sunday, Monday, I was faced with absolutely positively no business on the book. So, two ways of looking at it. My old way of being would be to steep into fear, knowing I have all these expenses and I don't have any income. And I'm really not sure what to do. And then I realized, well, I need to preach or practice what I preach. So, in my meditations, thanking the universe for taking care of me, thanking the universe for blessing me with abundance from known and unknown sources. I recently got into ChatGPT, created a little serial storybook of two women, and put it all on my Facebook pages because it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's vibrating with a different level of energy, if you will. Well, yesterday in the mail, I end up with a check, some kind of settlement check. Don't quite know why, don't know how, but I do know all of these affirmations, all of these vibrational energies, all of this lifting up is actually working. One of the posts that I posted yesterday about wanting people in the chair, wanting to feel that worked. I filled up the space. What I'm saying to all of you is, if you are sitting in fear and you're really sitting in the unknown, you're actually on the leading edge of luxury, leading edge of finding out how we're going to operate moving forward. The not knowing is the best place you can be, because in the not knowing, in that space of not knowing, you can create what is to be. That's it. All right, let's get on with today's Divine Daily Blast. Thank you for letting me share all of that. Here we go. We're in an Angel Numerology 10-1 day today. We had the 10-1 before. This is the second time this week. Another magical message, because we turned the calendar to a new month. So we turned the dates and the days and the numbers around. A quick reminder, if you didn't get it, significant new beginnings, individualism and drive, the importance of personal willpower, the courage to create your own destiny, guided by your intuition. The 10 is simply a number 1 with divine energy attached to it by the addition of the 0. Self-discovery, A journey of self-exploration, understanding it encourages developing self-love, embracing independence, recognizing our own individual power, infinite possibility because of the zero after the one. And in numerology, having the number 10 as a life path number, or in other areas of your life, suggests positive traits, ambition, confidence, determination, innovation, courage, independence, proactiveness, success, and the list goes on. I happen to be a 10-1 person, so that I know to be true. Moving on. We've got a message from Archangel Raziel. Now, this one is the secrets of God. As a scribe of the mystical secrets of God, I can help you fully understand at a soul level the cosmic principles necessary to manifest a magical life. Manifest it by concentrating on it, by believing in it. I am a co-creator with the universe. My awareness of divine knowledge is constantly expanding. You see how this is working. You see how this is actually happening. It's a little bit like you open the Pandora's box, you open Aladdin's cave, when you begin to, oh my goodness, yes, this is working. Now, my friends, use these examples of when you didn't have something that you later had and it came out of nowhere. Use the example of feeling exalted or exuberant or excited or, oh my goodness gracious, grateful for it all. Because those examples create a vibration, and that vibration keeps going, particularly if you are grateful for the opportunity. Here we go. I am all the strength I need. Vibrate with the cosmic light of heaven and shine. I am allowing the best divine benevolent outcome to bless me now, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of these work. They really, truly, hand on heart works. Hathor or Hatu, I have a hard time with that name. Shine the light, accelerate brilliance, stand in your power. This is the cow goddess from the Egyptian times. The Thronans, that's the energy working through all of us, with all of us, bringing the divine light from God, the heavens, the ethers, astrology, all of it, working in unison. And when things appear to be off the chart, off the chain, not working the way you want it to work, this group, this, what do you want to call it, a consortium of archangels, the collective, some of you call it, is working at our request or bequest, knowing. They have that inner knowing. They have that inner knowing of what we're going through. They're also reminding each and every single one of us that we came here to do this. We came here to experience this. We came here to move this entire global consciousness forward. This is what they're all about. Humanity, global consciousness, and we are witnessing this in real time. Our generation and the generations that are physically on the planets now, including the ones that are being birthed into this world and the ones that are beginning to leave the world, all of them, we are here, 3 and 4 generations, sometimes 5 generations of people, all here to move the human consciousness forward in a completely new and different way. We need this generational merging, if you will. The octogenarians, we're seeing more people living to and beyond 100 years old, the centurions. And then we're seeing babies coming into the world and having skills that are beyond the actual chronological age. They come in with these brilliant skills. Young toddlers taking on technology like we've never seen it before. They're going beyond. I mean, let's face it, you know, we don't need to wait. I mean, it would be lovely to do handwriting and cursive. I'm so glad I went to school where we learned it with manuscript papers. We had to do pages and pages and pages of letters. I'm glad I learned it. Now you don't have to. Now technology has moved us forward, but we don't really have to pick up a pen and write something, although there's something nostalgic about it. I often wonder how authors like Beatrix Potter worked with images too, but Jane Austen, Charles Dickens, some of these really great, oh goodness gracious me, William Shakespeare, some of these incredible authors of our history, what would they have done if they had a computer? Look at Mozart, Mendelssohn, all of these incredible composers who, wow, what would they have done if they had a digital way to write music? How fast would they have got that done? Get my drift. All right. Louise Hay today says, I no longer choose to believe in pain. I now believe in well-being for myself and for others. Now listen, this diary was written and produced and printed probably about a year ago. And here we're using this day and date, and it's working in all of this message. Choosing to believe in well-being. Choosing to believe in well-being for you, for me, for other people. Sharing our knowledge. Sharing our knowledge of divine light. Now this is where it gets a little bit twisted. Because the tarot card I drew on Sunday for today is the Three of Swords. Now, traditionally, the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, grief, emotional pain. And it typically depicts a heart pierced by three blades. This one is a heart that's broken in two with wings on it. And then you've got these two swords stabbing this person in the back, and the one sword in the front. So this man's eyes is filled with tears and reaches towards the tattoo on his chest. And the tattoo, which is the broken heart with wings, is dripping blood into his hand. Now, as I've said, in traditional tarot, it's all about heartbreak and sorrow. One might think that it's such negative emotion belongs on a cup card. Well, the cup suit have their own unhappiness cards, like the Five of Cups is an unhappiness card. But the Three of Swords refers instead to the mental aspect of sadness, how the mind can amplify prolonged negative emotions by turning an unfortunate incident into a permanent grievance. You're getting it. Law of attraction. Stop thinking about the world going mad or the world going bad or the world coming apart. The actual blood dripping from the tattoo is an indication that how much real damage can be done by the mind being obsessive on negativity. This is about the mind. This is not about reality. So from a more positive aspect, the card can be seen as describing an unnecessary or an upsetting rather, but necessary action, such as leaving a situation you've grown accustomed to, but now you know ultimately where you belong. There's a lot of Saturn energy to this. Saturn, the planet Saturn brings us to bear, brings us to, whoa, you need to pay attention. You need to get yourself organized. You need to buckle down and pay attention to stuff. It's a little message, I think, to say, you may come across the Debbie Downers. You might come across those people that want you to believe that something is just not right. That this one, that one, the other one. I mean, just this morning, I happened to catch a little bit of the news, and I was just thinking, these people must be on some kind of medication to want to go sit there and read this mess every day. Because I don't know that I could do it. I mean, they would have to leave their news desk in floods of tears or the feeling of dread after reading and telling the world all these catastrophic things that are happening. Now listen, I'm not here to discount any of them. I'm not here to, yes, fairies, I know you're wanting to, you're okay, I got it. I'm not here to discount any of that stuff. What I'm here to do is to just tell all of you, have some courage, get into your sovereignty, stop wanting to believe in this stuff. Stop wanting to, just find something lighthearted. I'm trying to find a card here. I'm going to shuffle one more time because I can't seem to land on, the fairies are saying, you're not really focused, you're busy. Well, I think I want one to turn over, but they're not doing it. So here we go. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's just put that one down. Creativity. There we are. Now listen. The Fairy Queen of Creativity is reminding us that creativity is the closest place you can get to God. And this reminds me of my good friend Vicky, who's a friend of the channel, sitting here in a blank canvas with all kinds of colors on her palette saying, I am going to create something amazing. But this is you. Anytime we do something out of nothing, we're creating something else. Anytime we do something that came out of nothing, we've created something else. Do you get it? So create something great. Sit where you are with what you're doing and decide to create something wonderful. The universe will bless you. And with that said, I bless you. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing this with people you know need an uplift. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.